Today, let's say good morning to John Gibbons.
Good morning.
You all right?
Very well.
I've got Connor in as well from Colour. Hello, Connor. We were just talking about lyrics off air, and obviously knowing what people are saying. You were talking about the fact you did a video recently where you made it easy for people to understand the lyrics.
We did.
Because what do you do, Connor?
We got all of our local fans in to hold up lyric sheets and perform little bits. It's basically just a slightly more artistic take on the typical lyric video, I suppose. So that's what we did.
Yeah, so straight away you go, that's the lyrics.
Yeah.
They are the official lyrics. And then John said, well, look, back in the day, you used to get a little lyric sheet, maybe, if your band was good enough to provide you with one.
In the inlay card, of a CD or vinyl or whatever, you'd be excited if you had all the lyrics and you could sort of learn them straight away. Yeah, definitely.
Because not everyone provided them.
No. It was a certain type of band or whatever, or generous.
Yeah.
So
now you have to look maybe on your Apple Music, or there has to be a different way of finding it out. It's not quite as good these days, is it? Preferred on a lyric show, or if you do it Connor's way and Colour's way, that is the official lyrics. Our Colour, how are they doing?
Colour are great, we're all good. I say it's a shame that Jim can't be with us today, but he's probably asleep.
But he's tired.
He's very tired. He's
Oh,
always tired.
tell us about Colour again then, because you've been in before.
So Colour, we're a four-piece art prog band. We are based around Liverpool. Two of the guys are from Crewe. James is from Rutland, and I'm from the Wirral. So none of us are really Scousers, but I like to think that I'm the closest.
Wirral, the old Wirral connection
yes,
again.
Steve gets excited when there's a musician from the Wirral. They're definitely his favourites. He'll be talking to you about schools in a minute.
They've always got that extra bit about them. They're from the Wirral. I like the way you say art prog. Like, it was the band we had in last week, and they had a different take on things. Oh, the blonde hair.
I was Stack Jones, wasn't
Absolutely.
it? Yeah.
Right on my head.
Yeah, sorry, Psycho Comedy.
That's it, Psycho Comedy.
Yeah, Psycho Comedy.
They describe themselves as
an art project.
Art project
almost,
as well.
Yeah, or almost kind of an art project. I'm not sure if Colour are quite doing full art installations yet, but maybe it's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jim's probably there practicing his dance moves now, isn't he?
Maybe that's the new way of doing it then.
Yeah.
Art installations for bands.
I mean, you've got to kind of be inventive how you get people down to gigs now, I think. And I think I think the idea of throwing, it's 4 random bands on a night and it's paying a £5 to get in, it's kind of gone out of fashion, really. And I think people are trying to kind of make gigs a bit more events, aren't they? And so that might be just playing a little bit less and then just making a big deal of when you do, or just trying to come up with a night around it, really, be that a theme or be that something that the Psycho Comedy have done. I don't know what you guys have found about. I mean, you don't play loads, do you? And is that kind of a deliberate choice?
Yeah, it's mostly kind of studio based, focusing on writing and stuff like that. But saying that, this year we've been a lot more focused on booking the gigs and just kind of getting around and meeting people, which seems to have worked pretty well so far. We made some good friends, got some decent fans. Yeah,
I mean, you've got to put that legwork in, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, without a doubt. I think it's the most important bit.
But the rest of the band don't.
They just want to be playing with knobs in the studio.
They just want to be in bed and they go to the studio, basically. Come on, you've got to work hard, haven't you? If you want to make it. Describe the last 12 months then. What's been going on?
So the last 12 months, we had we released our latest single, which was Chains. And I think before that, Jim's going to kill me. I can't remember what came before that. It was the Famous Boy Making Things EP. So we had Minus, Slow, Chains, and there was another song as well, which I can't remember. I'm very sorry. I'm bad at this.
It's escape shit this time of the morning.
We're winging it today.
But you felt it's been busy, have you? And you've certainly been out on the road
really
a lot
busy,
more. Where have you played?
Mostly down in London, Manchester, Liverpool, and then like the sort of less likely areas. So like there's a place in Darwin called Sunbird Studios, and it's a really tiny place, but people just seem to go there because they just love music.
I don't know where Darwin is. Is that Blackburn way, is it?
Yeah, it's up. It's
I don't know where Darwin is.
Because I know Darwin in Australia, but I thought you can't be that.
Terrible from here. I went to school in Blackburn, of all places.
But not that. Never went to Darwin.
No, we went swimming with the school in Darwin. That was about the only extent.
I think sorry, go on.
No, let's just play some of Chains then, and remind the listeners about Colour and just how brilliant you guys are.
Thank you.
Colour with Chains sounding really brilliant on the radio, on Radio City Talk. Really interesting sort of story behind the production of that. So tell us who was the leading light in the production of it all, Connor.
The leading light was Dan Swift, who we met at Great Escape a couple of years ago. He came down to watch us play in this tiny little bar, and
Dan's background is
he's a professional, which is always good.
he's a top man. So he's worked with Kasabian.
He has worked
Snow
with
Patrol.
Kasabian and Snow Patrol, and I saw his website recently. There's a few more cool acts on it, but I can't remember. I'm really sorry. Yeah, Dan's a really good guy. We've got a great relationship with him, and he's just started getting so much more involved with the songs and that now. He's taken like an active role in terms of arrangement and production, stuff like that. So it's really great to have him on board.
Is there something different when you're working with someone of that level?
Yeah, totally. I mean, most of the time we tend to record all our stuff in our studio over on the Wirral. And we do everything ourselves and then just send it off to be mixed and then mastered. But yeah, having Dan come up to the studio with us, it just changes everything. Makes my life easier for a start because I don't have to attend every session and kind of run everything. But yeah, it's great.
Just offers that extra professional edge as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right, Colour, of course, brilliant. We just heard the tune there. If you want to get hold of it, it is available, isn't it?
It is. It's all on iTunes, Spotify. etc.
That's nice. Sound of Merseyside. Let's have a little bit of a focus on a big new concert that has been planned for the city. 20 music stars leading massive Pierhead celebration of the Beatles' White Album's 50th anniversary. A 10,000 capacity auditorium is being built on the waterfront, and this spectacular will include the likes of who, John Givens?
Well, from kind of a worldwide point of view, Mike Rutherford of Genesis and Mike and Mechanics, Mark Allman, Martha Reeves, Badly Drum Boy, and some Liverpool artists like Space, China Crisis, Thomas Lang, and Connie Lush. So, yeah, a lot of names involved at the moment, and, yeah, hopefully some more to come.
Right. Possibly need a few more on there.
I'd like some younger people. I always think I know they're recreating the White Album in its 50 years and things like that, but that doesn't mean everyone kind of has to, have been around when it was made. It'd be nice to get some younger interpretations of it. So obviously Liverpool and Merseyside generally has had great success in music over the last sort of 10, 20 years, and it was cool if that be recognised as well. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the artists that they've picked, but some kind of younger blood to bring their kind of slant on this classic album, I think it'd be cool as well.
Connor from Collar is also here. What does the White Album mean to you, Connor? Anything?
Oh, yeah, it's great. I love everything by the Beatles.
I'm not fussed with it.
Are you not?
No, not at all. My wife bought it me, and I was exceptionally grateful for that present. Thank you, Jane. but she knows that I never listened to it because I just couldn't bond with it.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I suppose each to their own. But it has got a big place, hasn't it, in music?
Totally. I think I mentioned this in an interview a while ago that Jim is a huge Beatles fangirl style.
Right.
He's obsessed with them, which is great.
So was he chasing Paul McCartney around a couple of weeks ago when he was here?
Praying for carpool again, isn't he?
It's a bit excessive on that front. Well, what about you, the White Album?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily my favourite Beatles album, actually. I think I like Sgt. Pepper's in terms of just the whole concept. I love an idea of an album being more about being something that it's telling a story kind of from start to finish. I've always really admired people who can do that because it's hard enough writing a song, I think, but to write something that's telling kind of a whole story going through, I think is really clever. So, and I love the cover. I was always fascinated by the cover even before I knew how to play a record. I'd just kind of look at it and all these people and kind of trying to figure out who they were. So yeah, more of a Sgt. Pepper's man, but the White Album I'm sure has inspired a lot of musicians and some of them getting together to do this gig.
Okay, plenty more on that. You'll find it on the Echoes page, actually. I think they seem to have the exclusive on that one. So the full lineup, not full as yet, but the lineup includes Mike Rutherford of Genesis, Mike and the Mechanics, Mark Allman, Martha Reeves, Badly Drawn Boy, and several more. What else have we got going on?
Just want to give a couple of shout outs to some stuff going on this weekend. T Street Band, who are obviously friends of the show, been in a lot, especially Timo. They're doing a big gig tonight at the North Shore Troubadour, so that is out towards the Invisible Wind Factory and on the Northern Docks. So just up there, just a little short taxi or drive from town. That's tonight and should be a really good gig. They've got some top class DJs on the bill as well and some good support. So do try and get down there to support. I think it's £12 on the door. And then tomorrow I'm involved in a free event at Constellations. It's football, music, and sort of talking about the combination of the two. So they'll be showing both games at the 3 o'clock and the 7 o'clock games, but there'll also be DJs playing between and there's some panels as well. And I'm talking on a panel about football and music and how they can influence and change the world in a positive sense. So that'll hopefully be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing what the other people have to say on that. So that's tomorrow. It's completely free and it's a really nice space to watch the football. Obviously, it's a big outdoor area because the sunshine's amazing.
Listen to you talking about how football and music can change the world.
Well, hopefully.
Mahatma Gandhi or something.
I might just say no. I might just be a real stick in the mud and go, no, I don't think it can, to be honest.
Have you seen the Art of Football exhibition yet?
I haven't, unfortunately. I'm going to make sure I go and see that tomorrow as well because that's down at Camp and Furnaces and it was just around the corner for Constellation. So I'm going to ensure, because I think it closes this weekend, I think it finishes. So, but I've the lads from the Rap have been down and done some filming, and it looks terrific. So, I'm looking forward to seeing it in person.
Excellent, Gibbo. Thank you very much indeed, Connor as well. Thank you. Brilliant to hear Colour on Air once more. You can find their track on iTunes or Spotify.